Three, two, one. Okay, we are live. We're talking about the winter storm that's impending now, and you could see it on radar. You can clearly see it on radar. And right now, this is what we call warm air advection snow and mixture of rain and snow now that has developed over southwestern and south central Minnesota, and it's steadily pushing northeast now towards the Twin Cities, towards the I-94 corridor, eventually into western Wisconsin, and that would include Eau Claire. Now, this is going to come at us, as you all know now, this is going to come at us in waves, the storm system will. The first wave is happening now. It's going to reach the Twin Cities and the I-94 corridor probably between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. It's going to start off as snow the way it appears, and it will be heavy for a few hours before it transitions over to rain sometime around that midnight hour, maybe just a little bit later. But again, there's the snow that is breaking out over southwestern Minnesota. A lot of the traffic cameras here in southwestern Minnesota are showing a whole mixed bag of precipitation, ranging from moderate snow to some rain, and temperatures are in the lower 30s over there. And once this precipitation starts to fall this evening, our temperatures will drop a little bit before they start to rise overnight. And as we zoom out, you can also clearly see that we're not done with precipitation after this first batch moves in tonight. There are waves of precipitation now down here in Nebraska, Kansas, all the way down into Texas, where they have some severe thunderstorms right now. And then, of course, the snow now over the Dakotas. This is dropping several inches of snow over South Dakota and North Dakota, and that the trajectory of that snow will go into northern Minnesota overnight tonight. And all of this, or at least the majority of it here in the Central Plains, is rain. Hence, one of the reasons why I think we're going to be mostly rain as we go through the day tomorrow, before potentially switching over to snow again later tomorrow night. Okay, let's get to a satellite loop. Now, what I'm going to be showing you here is the water vapor imagery of satellite. The reason why I want to show you this is it's beautiful how you can clearly see the storm system pinwheeling. And this is what we call an upper level low right now, pinwheeling over New Mexico with a surface low now in the Texas panhandle, and then hence these severe thunderstorms that have developed over Texas. Now, the areas in light blue, blue, and red, these are moisture-rich environments or a moisture-rich atmosphere. And then these areas in orange and yellow, this is dry air that is surging into this storm system. Okay, now this is very important because this dry surge of air is eventually going to move north towards Iowa, southern Minnesota, Wisconsin. And along with that dry punch of air will be this pinwheeling upper level low. And exactly where that system tracks over the next 24 to 36 hours is really what's going to drive how much snow we receive here over southern Minnesota, western Wisconsin. And as I noted in previous updates, there is a wild card here. And that wild card is if this upper level low tracks a little bit further south than anticipated and continues to strengthen, or at least is stronger than anticipated, then that is going to give us more snow than perhaps what we had anticipated. So that's something that we're going to have to watch over the next 24 to 36 hours. And I'm going to show you on model guidance what I mean. Right now, you're looking at the HRRR computer model guidance. This is a good short-term guidance. And we're going to put this snow totals map into motion. And you can see that by about 10 or 11 o'clock tonight, snow is now breaking out here over southern Minnesota, a snow or a rain snow mix. And by about midnight, the HRRR is predicting about an inch or two of snow in the Twin Cities metro. Okay, and then it should snow for just a little bit longer after midnight before switching over to rain. But most, if not all, of the short-term guidances are showing a good 2 to 3 inches of snow across the Twin Cities metro by the time we wake up tomorrow morning. Now, this will be slush by tomorrow morning because temperatures will be above freezing and it will likely be raining tomorrow morning. So regardless, though, 2 to 3 inches of slush with some rain in the morning, that's going to lead to a nightmare commute. And you can see the snow extends into western Wisconsin so that the Eau Claire area may get about an inch of snow by tomorrow morning. And then again, most of us, if not all of us, will transition over to rain. And it's going to be basically rain or drizzle throughout the day tomorrow. And even at 10 in the morning, you can see that our snow totals have not increased much. But what I also want to show you is what, and this is very important. We're going to zoom in here to the Central Plains. This is the NamNest computer model guidance. And it's showing that precipitation streaming north throughout the overnight periods and into tomorrow morning into southern Minnesota and western Wisconsin. But I also want you to look at what's going on down here in Nebraska and Iowa. You can see kind of a subtle yet important area of showers and storms. I know thunderstorms that develop late tomorrow afternoon and evening over northern Iowa, northeastern Iowa. And these showery type radar echoes start to develop and redevelop over southern Minnesota. And the thinking is that as this moves into the Twin Cities metro tomorrow evening and tomorrow night, it's going to change over to snow. And now let's just take a look at the precipitation type from the NamNest computer model guidance, and you'll see what I mean. This clearly shows that our snow, and this is as of about midnight tonight where snow has engulfed much of our region, the snow transitions over to rain. Of course, the green areas are the rain, and it rains all day tomorrow, either rain or drizzle. But watch what happens as we go into tomorrow afternoon and evening. This is at about 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. Low pressure center located near or just north of Des Moines. And you can already see that our rain is trying to change over or switch over to snow here in the Twin Cities metro. And that trend continues throughout the evening so that we do get what looks to be now a 3 to 6 hour period of snow between about 9 p.m. tomorrow night and 3 a.m. or 6 a.m. on Friday morning, okay? And in fact, the NamNest computer model guidance is trying to linger that snow over southern Minnesota, and that could be just right over our region. It could be right over the I-94 corridor if we shove this just a little bit further north. But it lingers the snow over southern Minnesota through early afternoon on Friday. So this is a wild card, because if that area of snow is stronger and more intense than we are anticipating, well, then that means that we're going to get an extra 2 to 4 inches of snow late Thursday night into Friday morning and early afternoon. You can kind of see that that's what the NamNest computer model guidance is showing. It drops another 2 to 4 inches of snow over southern Minnesota and portions of western Wisconsin as we head into late tomorrow evening and then Friday morning. So that is the wild card here. It's something that we're going to need to watch. The 7 p.m. computer model guidance. So this is the 00 Zulu computer model guidances will come down at about 9 or 10 this evening. And if I start seeing a trend of this low pressure system not only tracking a little bit further south than what we are expecting, and that's kind of happening as we speak, but if I start seeing that trend of rain changing over to snow and in a fairly intense period of snow Thursday night into Friday morning, I'll let everybody know right away about that, because that could and certainly has the potential to surprise people here in southern Minnesota. So once again, just to summarize everything, then I'll let you ask a few questions if you have some, but just to summarize everything now, expect at least 1 to 2 inches of snow between now and about 3 a.m. Okay, and it's going to come down in a fairly heavy burst, especially near the midnight hour. We'll then transition over to rain, and we'll likely have rain or drizzle throughout much of Thursday. So that'll give you a break to clean up any slop that has accumulated. And then it appears, and I'm getting more and more confident, that we're going to have rain changing over to snow again on Thursday evening. The timing of that is yet to be determined. But then we could also get a few inches of additional accumulation. In some areas, may even get 3, 4, 5 inches of additional accumulation if it snows hard enough on Thursday night and into Friday. And we'll have to see where that snow lingers on Friday, because that's the area that's going to get a little bit more snow than what's anticipated. Okay, with that, I will leave it open for you to answer or to ask any questions. Of course, you'll want to take your microphone off mute if you have any questions. You can always email me or give me a holler if you'd like on the phone, and we'll answer questions for you that way too. Questions out there? This storm has been advertised pretty well, so I can't imagine that there's going to be too much in the way of questions. What it really comes down to now for me and for most of the forecasters out there is trying to get the exact track of this storm system, because if it even deviates 30, 40, 50 miles further south than anticipated, that puts much of the I-94 corridor, including the Twin Cities, into heavier snow. So that's what we will be watching with future model guidances. Okay, well, with that, if there are no questions, I will let everybody go. I will be sending out this recording to all so that you can watch it again if you'd like. And that should be coming out to you shortly. All right, take care. Bye-bye.